Linearity is for silly people. The best kind of linearity is non-linearity. If you would believe it, I'm trying to adjust my chair, and by that I mean get off of my chair and onto the ground while I am saying this. Because my headphone cord is not long enough. It's joyous. Excuse me a moment. Here we go. So apparently if I try to play this game... No, don't load. Loading is forbidden. In fact, well, I need something to load, so... Finish loading, yes. I guess that means loading is done. You can also say no both times, and then it'll continue. But yes, so welcome to Digimon Rumble Arena 1! After we played Digimon Rumble Arena 2, who knows how long ago, this time we actually acknowledge the existence of characters in the show, which is interesting. I should say that this game is really loud, and I'm gonna struggle to find the proper volume. But, ow, there you go. I don't think it should affect you guys. You guys probably heard that ding just now, but whatever. But for some reason, if I try to play this on my external monitor, which is a lot nicer looking and more conducive to my physical comfort, the audio starts skipping like crazy. So, for your guys' sake, I guess I'll just have to endure the physical discomfort of being here. But we also do have a fairly different cast than Digimon Rumble Arena 2, I noticed. I believe a smaller one. There are some pretty significant differences compared to Digimon Rumble Arena 2, not just the fact that we're on a different generation of consoles now, this is the PlayStation 1, which I'm not used to doing much with. But I should say, I've kind of... This has come through already, I guess, in my other Digimon-related playthroughs of things, of which there's only like 1.5, I guess, or something. I would consider myself a person who was fond of Digimon when I was younger, except for some reason, I just don't remember anything about it. Like, I couldn't even tell you which precise show I watched, even though I watched one of them. And I watched a film at one point too, but I don't need to know which one it was. It had Digimon in it, that's all I can tell you. I think that one, I think well, I don't know. But, so this has, I think, a fairly similar format on the whole. I believe it's one-on-one fights instead of, like, battle royales. Let's start on easy. Short setup, yes. Please tell me how to play this. Because this is back in the day when, the days of old when things came with instruction manuals and you were expected to read them. Which I don't take issue with, except for the fact that when I play these old games, I don't have access to the instruction manuals most of the time. It seems like most of these things are things I could probably just press to find out what they do. Yes? I'm not feeling anything rumble. I select yes, so the rumble probably doesn't work. Guard, evolve, attacks and techniques. Okay. Unright rumble's off by default. Autosave. I'd say yes, because the issue right now is I actually don't... I use this emulator so rarely, I don't remember how to do save states on it. So let's make sure the game saves. Well, this game also seems to work with passwords. Oh well. I don't know how tough this will be, but the format I expect I'll go through is the same thing I did with original Digimon Rumble Arena. Curious what these are, we'll find out later. Where I basically just play through the game's arcade mode, as every character. I get the impression the gameplay is a bit more simplistic, but we'll see if that's actually the case. Oh yeah, I forgot. Audio quality. Don't you rush me! Ooh, Terramon's actually playable in this one. So I have a few characters that are not playable before, Renamon being one, and I think Wormmon and Renamon and Terramon I think are the only ones that weren't playable out of this selection so far that weren't playable in Arena 2. Digimon looks vicious here, jeez. We can go left to right though, and plus I like Gabumon, so.
I'm with you, Gabumon!
You are? Okay, I didn't consent to that, but... Let's see what this turns into. This will probably be fairly brief. Oh, well thank you for telling me how to play as Digimon as my opponent. I guess you should know your enemy, but... So I'll find out how this game plays as you play it. Oh. These are laggy now. I prefer they not be. Oh, they're super laggy. Oh my god, that is lagging. Oh, jeez. Okay. One new emulator later. It's amazing the performance time issues we have sometimes. Oh no! Game window's not in focus. That's a problem. And now I have a cursor on the screen. Probably should disable the cursor. Thankfully Digimon is about as smart in this game as he is in the show. From a little I remember. Okay, so let's try to actually learn how to play the game. We're in a heck of a position to try to do so. Okay, so falling allowed doesn't actually hurt you as much as you might think it does. So, from what I remember with the controls, square is attack. And what that attack does varies with context. I have a horn attack, as Digimon will so proudly state. And I have that as well. Horn attack is only usable in the air, it looks like. Oh, almost. I appreciate that they paused the game for this long to show it evolution. Hello. How would I do that too? Yeah, that's not gonna get old. So we'll try to figure out as time goes on what the finer details of this are. Of course, now we have fun trying to figure out the controls for a new character effectively. So what do any of these buttons do? I can do that. I can do that. I can also fall into lava, I guess, and die. Well, for other mechanics, this is how video games were back in the day. You learned through trial by sometimes literal fire. Okay. I have at least an idea of how Digimon attacks. Although I should probably get used to guarding as well. There we go. Of course, the classic defense against your enemy blocking is grabbing them, as Digimon is skillfully demonstrating for us. I imagine we're both going to do this now, and it's going to be a very long sequence of evolving. Yep! I didn't see a setting to hear that animation. I think it's going to get old. I forgot what things like that do as well, for instance. Oh, good job. Oh, and for some reason I expected to be on the other side. I should probably... Darn it! How did I not fall there this time? I don't know what is me and simply not pressing the right buttons. But it seems like Digivolutions are just a temporary power-up, which is a very different idea from what we saw before. Oh, that's interesting. What precisely did I grab him there, or did I do something different? The thing is, you have very few attack buttons in this game, but you have a lot of... I don't think I wanted that. But you have... But they're very contextual. Yeah, so attacking and pressing up does something different than attacking and pressing whatever else. So we'll see how combo-y this game gets, for instance. How much combo potential there is. Oh, I believe I won. Just barely. By a hair. A hair off of Digimon's a non-existent pelt. So I connect downwards, although for some reason Digimon seems pretty good at not letting me use that against him effectively. I can launch him, but I think he seems to be invincible. It feels like it should lead into combos for all. Okay, I guess I'll do that too.
Go for it, Digimon Digivolution.
So far attacking upwards to launch someone seems fairly effective. Ow, okay. That is my ranged, that's my very ranged attack. Well, both my special attacks with this guy are ranged, but some feel more ranged than others. Do I have to attack with this thing? No, I had to do something other than what I just did, apparently. Okay. I don't know why I keep trying to use my slow range attack while I'm... There we go, that's how you get a hand of your opponent for evolving. So otherwise... Oops, Digimon and his bread. So otherwise, everyone basically evolves at the same time, which is a little dull. See, now I can actually get a leg up on him, I'd like to think. That's spammable. Not very effectively so.
Digivolution.
So I'm gonna have to get a better idea of when characters are and aren't vulnerable, because it doesn't feel like there's a very good tell for when you can combo someone versus when you can just when all your attacks just go straight through them. So we'll see how long it takes for me to actually be able to get through this game, even on easy. Hopefully I'll be able to increase the difficulty as time goes on, to some degree. Now I'm up here. Ice physics, grand. I can figure out at least. Whoa, hello. My range attack is much slower than yours, I find. Okay, you can do a little dash. Can you attack while dashing? Yes, you can. Okay. Yeah, you don't have a lot of buttons to work with, but you still have plenty of things to do. You still have lots of options for fighting. Ah, darn. Close. Can you drop through things? Yes, you can. It seems like there's some way of grabbing, though, that I still haven't quite figured out. The thing that bugs me is that Metal Garurumon doesn't seem so... I actually managed to remember this guy's name. Metal Garurumon doesn't seem so... Oh, hello. Doesn't seem that powerful at close range, which is where I tend to find myself. Hello. Because it seems like all the attacks I get are all the more powerful... Well, I'd say all the more powerful attacks get ranged. My special attacks are ranged, but my normal attacks become more powerful too, of course. No idea what that does, but okay. And Horror Attack seems to really only be able to use mine on the ground, unfortunately. Oh, hello. Now you have that. That's not what I intended. Whoa. I imagine I want to stay away from that. I have a feeling I'm going to win by default fairly often right now, because my ability to output damage is in development, very much so. Hopefully I'm not going to fall right off the edge here. Stay away. And I'll fire a missile while I'm waiting, because we're waiting quite a bit here. If I'm further away, I might as well just fire a missile, I guess, is how this works. Oh, that seems fairly effective too, because they're just so fast. Hello. I imagine there's something a bit more powerful I could have done to him just then, while he was stunned, but to be fair, I'm feeling fairly satisfied with what's going on right now. In general. I can move upwards too as I attack. That range, oh my god. I feel like I should be able to lead that upwards attack into some kind of combo, because it feels like a launcher, but it seems like they're invincible or everything in the air.
You win.
I appreciate the characters actually had more dialogue in this than in Rumble Arena 2. Rumble Arena 2, the playable characters have no character. Also, see you guys next time.